Conditioning is impregnated in every cell of our body, and the conditioning is totally, the whole world is totally conditioned. And now, today is a Good Friday, and that is the Easter is coming, and the real Easter will be tomorrow, probably, I think. My, and that will be Saturday and Sunday, and that will be real Easter. That means we got what you call a weather is changing and it's becoming a summer is coming, and that's beautiful because that's what the existence is, and the existence is always in the present. But human beings are totally intellectual. They all are conditioned, and they are all sleeping, they are daydreaming, and they are hallucinating, and they are all neurotic, especially people living in the United States. Of course, there are people in India, they are awake. You know, there's a Kumbh Mela, people are awake. There are more than 4 million people, they are awake in India. And I'm going to India on 23rd, leaving from Tampa to go to first to New York. And from New York, I go for Air India. I go to what you call New Delhi, Delhi. And from there, I go to Lucknow, and that is another town which is about 300 miles. It's less than 300 miles, close to that, away from Delhi, and it's beautiful. And I am totally awake. My 5 children, they're totally awake. And my 8 grandkids, they're totally awake. And they are going to make the eggs today. And that is today is called the Good Friday. And that's what they are going to make. And my wife, the beautiful lady, she has given me 5 children and 8 grandkids, and they are all awake. And they all understand the intellectual mind, and they understand that they have to become totally conscious. If everybody in the United States and everybody in the world become conscious of the intellectual world, the intellectual mind, which is a totally conditioned, they should become totally conscious of that. And if they become conscious, and their intuition will be going increasing, that means their consciousness will be increasing. And they usually have a 1% of consciousness, 99% they are unconscious. And if they start becoming conscious, intellectual mind, and it totally become what we call a instinct mind, and that's what want to be, then your body can live in the present. But body is also conditioned too, because my father learned it in 1941, and before marriage, the mind is a heap of impression, and the body is a heap of food, and that's what we are. And if you are intellectual mind, you are going to learn that all the conditioning which you learn, you can learn the conditioning is okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But be in the present, be in the present, be with the moment, and that's what life is. Because, and if that's not the life, you are living a totally anxiety, stress, and full of problems. You have a heart problem, diabetic problem, Alzheimer's, and so on, all that stuff, because you are living in the past. Because you have to learn to live in the present. And I live in the present. And Donald Trump is a beautiful soul. Unfortunately, he has created what we call a tariff, and he's disturbing the people in China. He's disturbing the people all over the world. He is disturbing the people in Europe, and he's making them upset. He should not do that, because dollar is a good currency, because that's what Nixon did that. Nixon said to China, I can print as many dollars I want, and that's what they say, I agree to that. And now, the President, Donald Trump is changing that. He is making a tariff for no reason. He should stop it so that people can live happy and healthy, and they can learn, they can take the intellectual mind, and they can come in the present, and they live moment to moment, because that is the timing now is there. Because if you go back in the history, we can learn from the history, because we had 10 gurus came, and they live in the present, and that's what the life is, living in the present and present, because our eyes on the present are there. If you look at the eyes, the nose, the ears, the mouth, 2 hands and 2 legs, and we should be thankful that we pee and poo, and that's called 13, and that's Guru Nanak did that. That Guru Nanak says 13, everything belongs to existence, and everything belongs to existence. I belong to the existence. I'm totally awake, and my granddie is totally awake, who has just mixed my what you call Apple's phone, and now he's taking my video, and it's beautiful. And I tell you now that this is a moment by moment, and in 2026 I will become the governor of the state of Florida, and I guarantee you, and I'll wake up all these people, and I love you all. Thank you very much.